All right, I'm here with David Azizi from the law offices of David Azizi, and we're going with a new mechanism tonight. David's actually doing it from his phone, so this is exciting. We're a modern technology that we live in today. So today we're going to discuss something that's really important, and that's a car crash or a car accident, and the severity of it does not necessarily mean that's the type of injury that will happen. There are sometimes car crashes and car accidents in which the severity doesn't look bad, but it can cause pretty difficult or pretty bad injuries and pretty severe injuries. So explain that a little bit, David.
Yeah, the way that is best explained is sometimes clients will call me and say, you know what, my car doesn't have that much damage to it, but I really have really bad neck pain. And everybody's body is different. Everybody's in terms of injuries, they react differently. We both can be in a car accident and we can come out of it with no injuries, or we can come out of it both with injuries, or we can come out where you have injuries and I don't. There are experts in this type of field which are called biomechanic experts, and these are experts who kind of do type testing to determine as to how much force causes injuries to begin with. And these particular experts have determined that if you're involved in an accident, if you have your head turned, let's say for talking to somebody behind you or next to you, well, that puts you in a different position than what is the normal seated position. So you can imagine if you have your neck to the side and somebody rear ends you, whereas in a whiplash situation, you know, your head goes back and then you come forward, you can sustain injury. But you could imagine if you have your neck sideways and somebody hits you and you're going backward like that, and you could demonstrate for yourself at home. You know, you could do it right now, Jesse. Push your head back and then come back forward. But put your head sideways and put your head backward. You can feel somewhat of a pinch on the shoulders and things of that nature. So a lot of times, even if you're involved in a minor impact, and everybody else in the car is looking straight ahead forward, and you're like either turned around talking to somebody and then you get bumped and there's that whiplash injury like we just demonstrated. Going back and forth may not cause that much injury, but the person who has their neck sideways may cause injury. So there's a lot of factors that go into a car accident that determine as to whether somebody's injuries occurred as a result of the accident or not. If you hire an attorney who specializes in personal injury, who litigates these type of cases, who has the expertise and knowledge and the experts available, they will be able to determine, such as myself, if, okay, this accident did cause your injury. There's a lot of accident lawyers out there. A lot of them, unfortunately, don't specialize, and a lot of them don't necessarily litigate the case all the way to trial. What happens in those scenarios, they don't come to the point of realizing, hey, let me hire this expert. Let me see what the expert has to say. So not to say that they're bad attorneys, it's just they don't have the knowledge. They don't know that I can prove my case by having an expert say that because the plaintiff had their head sideways or some other way, that caused the injury. A lot of times there's other factors, such as the vehicle, older models, didn't have as much crush resistance. So what happened was when they get rear-ended, all the force would travel through the car and to the body of the person, and the damage to the car is almost minimal. So there's a whole slew of factors and variables that attorneys who specialize in personal injury can look at, and even though the damage is not substantial, can explain as to why that particular injury occurred.
Absolutely, and that's very important that you mentioned that, to specialize in that, so it's something you have a strong knowledge base in. So on this YouTube video, you will find the phone number to contact the law offices of David Azizi, and you will find it below. And thank you for the time, David.
All right, thank you.